sky, where the watershed divides. The horizon stretches out, never ending. The road is steep and long. Together we are strong. And if we walk as one, the revolution has begun. We'll be a wave of love there on the borderline, a tidal wave of love. We can be a wave of love there on the borderline. We'll be a wave of where the waters freely flow, a new life will surely grow. out and then take my hand. And every drop of hate will sooner reach its end. So together to shout out the truth. And people from all the world will bless in your youth. And without you, every time, every place, every smile upon your face, one more step to make the world united. Every night, every day, that I close my eyes and pray, one more step to make the world united. One step to run to. Every time, every place, every smile upon your face, one more step to make a world united. With a heart made of glass, you can see inside of us. That's the way to make the world united, and we need you to.
Everyone, welcome to our stream.
Good evening to the whole world. I'm Pau from Barcelona, in
And
Spain.
I'm Daphne from Brazil. It's the first time we're doing this, and we're very happy and excited to be sharing this moment with you all. Although there might be some mistakes along the way, it is not the most important thing. What we want to do is show you our lives and include you in our big family. Oh, and if you're watching this from a stream in a shared platform with other people, don't forget to prepare your phone or any other device and keep an eye on the live chat, as there will be some surprises along the way.
So get in, make yourself comfortable, and enjoy.
Now, you might be wondering who we are and what we do.
We are young people from all over the world who met up in order to do an experience, that the united world is possible. To get there, we commit ourselves to live love in all our daily actions.
In the mornings, we have classes, which helps us to understand how to live this love properly. Then, in the afternoon, every one of us goes to work, also as a way to love concretely. And in the evenings, we stay amongst ourselves at home, where we also try to live this love, be it when cooking, cleaning, playing together, or doing anything out of love for those we live with.
For sure, we've also felt the effects of the coronavirus, but we're committing ourselves to live every single moment well, feeling that our life is a true blessing. When we put ourselves in this dynamic, we see that all the barriers that could divide us fall down, and our differences become a great treasure.
We know it seems hard, or rather impossible, to reach a united world, or a world where we all love each other. But we're experiencing it. So if everyone lives in this manner, we can indeed change the world. So now, sit down, enjoy, and let's start.
Oi, sou Itamar, do Brasil. Tenho 24 anos.
I'm Itamar from Brazil, and I'm 24 years old. In order to attend a formative experience here in Monte, I found a job so that I could buy the flight tickets. But unfortunately, given the financial circumstances of my family, I had to give away all the money that I earned. So I talked about with some friends from the folklore movement, who carried out many activities and collected the entire amount necessary. But on the day of my departure, I missed my flight. I felt so much pain and dismay, even more thinking about how many people had contributed to help me. I thought it would never be possible to live again, and I wondered, how did it happen? When my companions from university knew about what happened, they also put together some money, just the youth of the folklore movement in the other cities. Then I received a call from the guys who were already doing their experience in Monte. They had also collected a sum to buy a new ticket. I can say that in 24 hours, I experienced the greatest pain of my life, that then turned into joy. Thanks to help and love of many people, I was able to come here. Thanks.
مرحبا أنا ناتاليا من سوريا عمري 23 سنة.
Hello, my name is Natalia. I come from Syria. It was Easter. My friends and I went skating near the Citadel. She fell, and I wanted to help her. But while I was trying to stop, I fell too, hitting my head on the ground. I only had a small wound. I thought it would go away soon. But the next day, when I looked into the mirror, I saw a big black bruise on my face, right near my eye. My face was very ugly. It was very difficult for me, and I didn't want to leave my room. I cried a lot. I felt very lonely in this pain. Also because I wouldn't talk to my parents because I didn't want them to know about this. Even at home, with the other girls, I didn't want to have dinner with them so they wouldn't see my face. During the night, I woke up and had to change the ice, but I also had pain in my body and I couldn't go to the kitchen. I didn't know what to do, but in that very moment, one of the girls came into my room and she helped me to change the ice. There, I realized that I wasn't alone. My sisters are here next to me. So the next day, I went to have lunch with them. Yes, my face wasn't pretty, but I felt that I had to live this pain all the way through. Jesus lived the pain of the cross for us. This gave me so much peace and strength. I felt as if Jesus was saying to me, "You are living this pain, but I am with you in every moment." So I felt that I wanted to take this cross with Jesus, and he said to me, "Even if your face isn't pretty, go outside, go with the girls." I felt that God was with me and that at that very moment, he loved me very much. Also, many things made me feel loved by the new family I found here in Monte. So many flowers, sweets, and cards arrived. God loves me through these people.
Yo, yo, yo! Hello, everyone. So, yes, you may be wondering, what is a good stream without some movement? So, yeah, you guessed it. Right now, I want to ask you something. Put your PC aside, put your phone aside, and stand up. And then try to match the choreography of the following dance. Be careful. This will be important for later.
Can you hear him say, listen, feel the music play, color love for action, to change the world's direction, feel it running in your face. Make them understand. Don't be afraid to fall, to heed the cry, the call. This is the choice I want to make. This is the road I want to take. Hand in hand moment in time. Believe it, I'll be at your side. Soaring above the clouds, fly with the wings of love. This is the choice I want to make. This is the road I want to take. Hand in hand together, conquering the world forever. One world, one generation. This is our destination. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Our revolution. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. This is the choice we want to make. This is the road we want to take. Hand in hand together, conquering the world forever. One world, one generation. This is our destination. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Our revolution. This is the choice we want to make. This is the road we want to take. Hand in hand together, conquering the world forever. One world, one generation. This is our
Well, that is a catchy song. So, yes, you need to get used to me. Every time you see me, I have a new question for you, the people behind the screen. So, yeah, right now what I'm gonna ask you is to send us in the chat of the stream from what country you're watching the stream. And in this way, we can see the internationality of the stream and together build the united world. It is true that in this time of Corona, we are isolated, but we are not alone. We, at least I, like to see the current situation as an opportunity for us to be more connected and united worldwide. So show me in the chats with all your passion and the pride of your country, from where you're from. And let's see if we can go beyond all borders.
Tempted by the easier way, 'cause we don't wanna suffer if we fail. Although the road we choose, it might be tough, we already know that ease is not enough.
To live our convictions, we have to work it out. Our community is where the strength is found. This is our decision, we don't go to be walls. Let love open our hearts and welcome on. We'll go beyond the borders, we to free ourselves from fear and borders. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Go beyond all borders. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da.
So we want to share our love,
And doing this will make us who we are. Accept us as we are, with any fears and doubts. Then we remove our masks and we reach out. To live our convictions, we have to work it out. Our community is where this strength is found. This is our decision. We don't want to build walls. Let love open our hearts and welcome all to go beyond our borders. We've to free ourselves from fear and all the limits. We must set ourselves to go beyond our borders. Cause I go we can reach the goodness in each other. So we need to see to go beyond our borders. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Go beyond our borders. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. We go beyond. 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 We all go beyond our borders. We've to free ourselves from fear and all the limits. We must set ourselves to go beyond our borders. Cause I go we can reach the goodness in each other. So we need to see to go beyond our borders. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Go beyond our borders. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da.
So yeah, it's me again, and we received a lot of countries. So we have people from Brazil, from USA, Poloski, Syria, Italy, Lopiano, Peru, Pakistan, Norway, Kenya, Slovenia, Finland, Ireland, Switzerland, Mexico, Portugal, Russia, Lebanon, Nigeria. We have people from all over the world. Our Asian friends maybe are sleeping, but they will see the stream tomorrow. So this is a proof that we can go beyond all borders despite any situation. The thing that you see in the chat right now is a proof. So right now, I'm gonna leave the stage to two of my friends to share their story.
Ciao, sono Chiara dall'Italia.
Oi, sou Isabela do Brasil. Eu e Kiara moramos juntas com mais 5 meninas.
Kiara
E
and
algumas
I
semanas
live with
atrás,
another 5 girls, and a few weeks ago, there was a lot of tension in our house due to various misunderstandings between us. One night, we were having a meeting and we started to fight, the main reason being a necessary expense. If we had to put the blame on someone, we would have never come to a conclusion. Together, we understood that we had to move the center from ourselves and start to look at the others instead. Understand what is more love for them. So we realized that in that occasion, it was fault of the consumerism. To solve the problem, we had to change our mentality, see what we could share and what we really needed.
Per raggiungere questo, però,
To achieve this, however, we had to make an important act among ourselves, to make a pact of mercy. Just as God is merciful to us, we also have to be merciful to each other. We must forget and forgive each other's flaws every day and just love those next to us at. It took a day to start again, but then we all said we were willing to make this pact, and in a solemn moment, looking into each other's eyes, we declared ourselves willing to give our lives for each other. From that moment on, something beautiful happened. Of course, we are always the same, but we look at each other every day with eyes of love, and there's a different atmosphere of mutual love.
Grazie.
Guardo attorno a me, quanti sorrisi accesi e volti in festa, custodisco tra le mani tante fragili domande.
Mi chiedo se c'è qualcosa che dà la forza di sorridere. Mi chiedo quanta strada ancora c'è.
Vivo, canto per te, sogno una vita che sento più bella sarà. Vivo, canto per te, vedo questa vita che sento più bella sarà, ma una città non basta. Vibrano emozioni come note nate tra la gente, scendono nei cori che si accendono timidamente.
Vedi che è più semplice non restare fermi ad aspettare, puoi correre e far nuova la città. Non è possibile,
Se trovi un amico che
è già possibile,
ma una città non basta. Vivo, canto per te, sogno una vita che sento più bella sarà. Vivo, canto per te, vedo questa vita che sento più bella sarà, ma una città non basta. Vivo, canto per te, sogno una vita che sento più bella sarà. Yeah, yeah. Vivo, canto per te, vedo questa vita che sento più bella sarà, ma una città non basta.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Juan Pablo, tengo 22 años, soy de Colombia. Me
Hi, my
gustaría
name is Juan
contarles
Pablo. I'm 22 years old, and I would like to share an experience with you in this context where I live. Every day, we try to be our best version. We try to be gentle. In other words, to live positively. In the time when the quarantine had already begun, I realized that Radibel, a girl from Venezuela that lives here in Monte, would be doing her daily prayer alone. I already knew that as she's from Pentecostal church, she doesn't attend to the Mass like most of us here in Monte. I knew her usual companion of prayer had to go to another place as a precautionary measure of coronavirus. So I should join her. As agnostic, I usually also do not participate of the Mass, nor do I know much about the practice of the churches. When I saw Rafael, I knew that he was the right person to be with us.
Olá a todos, eu sou Rafael de Portugal.
Hello,
e
I'm
moro
Rafael
aqui
from
em Monte
Portugal,
com Juan
and I
Pablo.
live with Juan Pablo here in Monte.
Como sou
As I am the only Buddhist here,
normalmente eu faço a
I
minha
usually do my
prática
spiritual practice alone.
A sua
Its
base
base is silent meditation, in which you try to practice detachment from things until you are free, to truly be in the present moment, and give yourself with pure love, without constraints.
As I know him well, I knew that he would accept my invitation and would not say no to me. With him next to me, it was easier to talk with Radibel and participate of this moment of prayer.
That was also the time of my personal practice. When Juan Pablo called me, I was a bit reticent to abandon my commitment to my personal practice, but on the other hand, the trust I have in my good friend allowed me to immediately understand the act of love in which he was inviting me into, and, letting myself be guided by the present moment, I told him yes. Lady Bell was a little surprised and asked us what we usually do in our spiritual practices, because she was trying to put herself in our place. However, we were there for her in the first place, and so we also tried to adapt to her usual way of doing things.
It was a very beautiful moment. We read some biblical verses, we meditated, exchanged our experiences, and we got to know more each other. It was one of those things that simple happen, but helps to break the ice and interact with others.
At that moment, I was very happy, because I felt that it was precisely that step for which I trained myself, meditating every day. I was called to detach myself, in this case, from the particular aspects of my own spiritual practice, to embrace the other just as the present moment was asking me to.
It was going deeper, just letting yourself go and try to love in the simple things.
This step also allowed me to experience a value that I could never have grasped alone, because it was precisely fruit of the diversity between us in that beautiful moment of unity. Many times I have stopped myself by the fear of being an obstacle to the spiritual journey of someone with different spiritual beliefs, or even worse, cause of offense to them. But in response to this, that same girl, Redibel, once told me, never stop believing in the potential of unity. All worldly things eventually disappear, but what is built in a moment of true unity, that remains.
No final desaparecem, mas aquilo que é criado num momento de verdadeira unidade, isso permanece.
Gracias.
Obrigado.
Thank you.
Hey, it's me again. So we just noted other countries that we saw in the chat, so I'll run through them fast. We have people from Japan, South Africa, UK, Thailand, Indonesia, Niger, Korea, Venezuela, Cuba, Colombia, Egypt, and the list goes on. So yes, right now comes the challenge for you. What we want from you is to put your laptop and your phones aside, stand up again. And I really hope you remember the dance we did. If you don't, you can still improvise something. So right now, take your phone, record yourself dancing to the song we're gonna sing, and then post it to Instagram, to your stories. You can find all the details in the descriptions all the accounts to tag, all the hashtags to use. So we show you a part of our story. Now it's time for you to show us what you're made of.
Silence, can you hear him say? Listen, feel the music play. The call of love for action, to change the world's direction. Feel it running in your veins. Make them understand. Don't be afraid to fall, to hear the cry, the call. This is the choice I want to make. This is the road I want to take. Hand in hand together, conquering the world forever. One world, one generation. This is our destination. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Our revolution. Courage, feel the strength inside. Believe it, I'll be at your side. Soaring above the clouds, flying the wings of love. This is the choice I want to make. This is the road I want to take. Hand in hand together, conquering the world forever. One world, one generation. This is our destination. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Our revolution. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La scelta che hai fatto tu, la scelta che faremo noi. This is the choice I want to make. This is the road I want to take. Hand in hand together, conquering the world forever. One world, one generation. This is our destination. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Our revolution. The choice we want to make. This is the road we want to take. Hand in hand together, conquering the world forever. One world, one generation. This is our destination. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Our revolution. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
So the stream is about to come to an end. But before going our separate ways, we want to let you know that you can find all of our pages in the description below. So go follow us and stay connected. Let us know your impressions in the comment sections. We also want to thank everyone who worked so hard to make this dream possible. A special thanks to the technical team, to the dance crew, thanks to everyone who shared their experience with us. And now, time for our international band. From Niger, on the keyboard, Germain. Minami-chan from Japan, on the bass. Mateus from Brazil. Zaina from Brazil. Eli from Lebanon. On the flute, Dayoni from Korea. And now, time for our singers.
Ciao
I'm
everyone!
from Thailand.
I'm Tika from Indonesia.
I'm Temar from Brazil.
Chiara from Italy. Woo!
This is the choice we want to make. This is the road we want to take. Hand in hand together, conquering the world forever. One world, one generation. This is our destination. Love, 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 our revolution. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Un altro giorno nell'inquietudine, in questa stanza la mia vita sembra inutile. Dubbi e paure fanno pugni con la volontà. Respiro a fondo e la luce cerco dentro me. Esco, vado fuori e guardo più in là, oltre il mio piccolo mondo e le mie fragilità. Apro il mio cuore e scopro che se io penso al bene degli altri do il meglio di me. Oh, 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 oh. Non sono un supereroe. Oh, 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 oh. Io credo nel noi. Oh, 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 oh. Se io ci sono per te e tu per me possiamo vincere. Un solo passo e cambia la realtà. Il mio problema si trasforma in opportunità. Tendo la mano verso chi cammina accanto a me. Mi sento viva e la paura non mi ferma più. Esco, vado fuori e guardo più in là. In ogni sguardo una storia, mille fragilità. Sorrido ancora in faccia il mio sì, senza voltarmi indietro. Io riparto da qui. Non sono un supereroe. Io credo nel noi. Se io ci sono per te e tu per me possiamo vincere.
Il malessere peggiore viene dalle mie paure di perdere perdere certezze, le mie sicurezze. Poi si innescano pensieri che non fanno andare fuori. Mi vedo sempre sola, mi sento un nodo in gola, ma poi spengo ogni rumore, ascolto in fondo al cuore e lascio che a guidarmi sia la voglia di donarmi. Scopro che non sono sola, il mio momento è ora, per credere che il bene si raggiunge solo insieme. Oh, 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 oh. Non sono un super